armies in Africa and a key ally in America's war on terror. The rebels are ethnic Somalis, and their goal is to win independence for their region, which they say is the only way to stop the Ethiopian military from brutalizing them. Residents here say that government soldiers have burned down villages, secretly detained thousands of people, and raped countless women. Satir, who joined the ONLF more than 5 years ago, told us he couldn't just sit by and watch.
wax u baran jirin caafimaad jirin arday ka jirin waxyaalo badan ayna jirin ayaan ogaaday markaas wax badan uu naga maqan yahay dadka ay garsaa dhibaataysan ayaan ogaaday.
Ahmed is one of the ONLF commanders. The Ogaden's problems, he said, need to be brought to light.
hadlaya ma jira dadka ay qabriga ku jira inta horta watahay ayaan si kala fafkanina.
The international community didn't pay much attention to the ONLF until April, when the rebels wiped out 65 Ethiopians and 9 Chinese workers at an oil field. This man planned the attack.
مرة رالك منين لأني معناها ضد أجنبي وتشينيس هرتو إنه كل إنتو لكن وحن كوقنا سنة لما يقولوا مرة فربان هيدا هن ودقني أو نيل أرنتا أوغادينيا شدال كذا عندنا مباركرتو أو يكسو عند أذاعين حتى يكون إنتن تكسو عند أذاعين يبانتي إثيوبيا سوشيغان.
The Ethiopians have designated the ONLF a terrorist group, and they say they are armed and trained by neighboring Eritrea, Ethiopia's bitter enemy. The government blames the ONLF for a recent string of bombings and assassinations across the Ogaden area. Of the half-dozen armed insurgencies across the country, the Ethiopian government says the ONLF is among the most dangerous. The ONLF brag about how many Ethiopians they have killed. Every piece of their camouflage, they say, comes from dead soldiers. Their dreadlocks are a symbol of their struggle, and everything about these guys is bold, including how they dance in the wide open. It's not clear how many rebels there actually are. Experts think there are thousands, including women fighters. But living in the bush is hardly a party. There's the constant threat of a run-in with the Ethiopians. I asked Peacock, who is a commander, what we should do if the Ethiopians attack.
So should we stop or should we run or what?
We try both. If we have ability to push back, we have to stop. We have to sit down. But if more enemy comes to us, we have to run very slowly and we shoot.
When they see a village, the rebels approach cautiously. This time, the coast is clear. Every day, more and more gunmen came out of the bush. It seemed like a family reunion. To stay in touch, the rebels used solar-powered satellite phones and CB radios. Out here, it's a wasteland with very little to eat or drink. Unless, of course, you eat cactus. Camels are the rebels' lifeblood. They use them as ambulances for wounded fighters. They drink camel milk with tea. They eat camel meat for protein. Sometimes they get rice, which they scoop up with the barrels of their guns. And if they're lucky, they'll get a sheep. Slaughtered, of course, in the traditional Muslim way. All the rebels are Muslim, and most of Ethiopia's leaders are Christian. Yet the rebels insist this is no jihad. It's not a religious war, they say, but a political one.
cadaadis badan bay qabaan kala xidhay wuu noo yimaadaa ka doonitaankiisa kale ee inuu wadankiisa uu xoreeyo rabana wuu asna wuu nagu soo biiraa.
In many parts of the Ogaden, the villagers support the ONLF. They give them food, water, and information, saying that the rebels are the only thing standing between them and Ethiopian soldiers. Anab is a 40-year-old villager who said that Ethiopian soldiers twisted her nipples with pliers and raped her. She said that they go after anyone who they think sympathizes with the rebels.
maanta hadda halkan iigu timaado shiftaad haysatay bay dhigsan shiftaa ku qabta shiftaa ku kanaysa bay dhahdaa naguma yara dhibkeedu meeshii kastay naga soo gaadhaba cididay nagu maroojisaa wax naxariiso inoo gashaa ma jirto naga dhaxaysa.
Many rebels said this is exactly why they joined the ONLF.
iyo dalkayga sida loo gumaysan hayo loogu ciyaarayo maxasta waalidka duqeyda iyo ciyaalka loo leyn hayo gabdhaha loo kufsan hayo dhibaatada nooca awgeed yaan ugu ogolaaday sanbabkayga iyo wadnahayga inay xabadi ku dhacdo.
No doubt the rebels are determined, but so is the Ethiopian army. And it seems like the Ogaden is going to be a battlefield